Good, you're here. We've gathered more intel on the Rakul outbreak. Things are getting worse. The Kaon noble family has quarantined all worlds in the sector. No ships can land or leave without permission. It's an extreme measure that's not too popular, especially with the people on the infected worlds. They think they've been abandoned.
I was hoping we'd be able to stop this before any serious damage was done.
No such luck. 4 worlds have already been wiped out. A 5th, Kaon, is down to a handful of survivors battling for their lives. The Republic offered aid. It took a while, but the ruling families finally granted us permission to land on Kaon to help quell the outbreak.
Anyone could be infected. So when they say, quell the outbreak, they mean kill everything that moves, right?
No, they're actually hoping we can end this with minimal civilian casualties. Several of the survivors are related to the Kaon ruling family. That's probably the only reason they let us get involved. If we contain this outbreak, it will go a long way to establishing an alliance between the Republic and the Kaon hegemony.
Let's get busy right away.
There's a shuttle to take you down to the surface. Major Bizal, head of Kaon Security, will contact you when you land. Help the survivors if you can, but your first priority is to find out how the virus is being spread.
The shuttle's down. Pilot must have panicked during the escape. My squad's heading to the crash site to look for survivors. Meet us there.
Spread out. Check for survivors.
Major, we got a live one. Hey, you all right?
Look out!
You must be the Republic reinforcements. Too little, too late, if you ask me.
If it wasn't for us, rat ghouls would be snacking on your intestines right now.
You only postpone the inevitable. Nobody's getting off this world alive. The nobles pretty much proved that. Stole a shuttle, tried to break the quarantine, and look where it got them. Never should have come to investigate the crash site. Should have known any survivors would already be infected.
Tell me what's happening.
In a word, hopeless. The plague's spiraling out of control. The rat ghouls are getting stronger. The virus isn't just infecting sentients anymore. It's spreading through the local wildlife. My patrols have no idea how to handle it.
Your patrols don't stand a chance against the rat ghouls. I do.
You want to take them on? Be my guest. But I'm not leaving my troops out here to die. All patrols fall back to the spaceport. Stay on this frequency and keep in touch. The spaceport's where the outbreak began. Maybe we can learn... My chest is on fire.
What's wrong, Major?
Don't let it end like this. Please, help me.
I'm sorry. It's too late. There's nothing I can do.
Yeah, there is. Find out who's behind this, and kill him for me.
Time the cavalry showed up. Been hiding out here in the spaceport for days. Name's Malara. You're probably gonna check the records and see it was my ship that brought the rat ghouls here, but it wasn't my fault. I had no idea those things were in my cargo hold. I'm as much a victim as anyone.
Don't you feel bad about all the suffering you caused? Did you even try to help?
Helping others is your thing, Jedi, not mine. Besides, this wasn't my fault. Blame the man who hired me. You heard of Dr. Lorik? He's a member of the 37 families from Deservo. Bitter rivals of the Kaon ruling family. Lorik instructed me to fly to Kaon. Rackles burst out of my cargo hold the second I touched down. Blood and bodies everywhere.
Kaon isn't the only planet to be overrun by this plague. Did you land anywhere else first?
I wasn't the only pilot he hired. He sent a bunch of us out. Probably figured none of us would make it back. The last thing Lorik wanted was for me to survive, because I can tell you where to find him.
You're going to help me stop him, to make amends for your role in this tragedy.
What? No. This is about revenge. Lorik double-crossed me. The shuttle departed from a remote island on Ord Mantell. Lorik has a secret base there. But that's all I know. Look, I came clean, told you what I know in good faith. So, you gonna get me out of here now, or what?
You were nothing but a pawn in Lorik's scheme, and you did provide valuable information.
Glad we're on the same page. Tell you what, just drop me off at the nearest uninfected planet, and I'll figure it out from there.
We have to verify you're not carrying the plague first. A shuttle will pick you up when I'm done here and take you for testing.
Great. Poked and prodded by medical droids. Beats the alternative, I guess. Hey, just do me a favor. Don't wait too long to come and get me. I've spent more than enough time on this rock.
Nice job down there on Kaon. I sent a full report on what you learned to the Tyon royal family. Now that we know how the plague is spread, they've been able to contain further outbreaks. Since Ord Mantell is in Republic space, they agreed to leave Dr. Lorik to us. I've had my agents put together a file on him.
Millions of innocent lives were lost because of his actions. I will bring him to justice.
The galaxy will be a better place without him. Dr. Lorik is brilliant, arrogant, ambitious, and completely amoral. He fled the Tyon hegemony decades ago after being declared a traitor. Been hiding out on Ord Mantell ever since.
Order the authorities on Ord Mantell to take him into custody.
No. We think it's better if this gets handled outside official channels. We don't want to cause a panic. His ambitions go way beyond claiming the Tyon hegemony. Kaon and the other infected worlds were just a test. Lorik created a new strain of the Ragul virus, one that infects any living organism.
The virus doesn't just turn the infected victims into mindless brutes either. I saw them using blasters and other advanced technology.
Raguls running wild are bad enough. A Ragul army under a madman's control would be unstoppable. We were able to suppress reports of what happened on Kaon. Lorik doesn't know we're onto him. If we strike at his base now, we'll catch him off guard, put an end to his experiments before he unleashes another outbreak on the galaxy.
I assume taking Lorik out will strengthen our ties with the Tyon royal family?
It can't hurt, and we could always use another ally against the Emperor. The shuttle will take you to Lorik's island base on Ord Mantell. Do whatever it takes to stop him and his experiments. Officially, the only occupants are him and a few lab assistants. Unofficially, expect a host of mutated guardians around every corner.
You really must be the Republic's finest. I didn't think anyone had the strength to stand up to my children.
Your children are nothing but savage, mindless beasts.
Your prejudices are blinding you to the glory of what I have created. My assistants felt the same way. Their loyalty is no longer in question, however. Not since they were exposed to the virus.
You really think they'll stay loyal after you turn them into monsters?
I'm not a fool. Absolute loyalty to the Creator is one of the byproducts of the transformation. I found a way to evolve the virus. Each new strain makes the host more powerful than the last. I can make you understand if you let me. Join my army. Be transformed into something greater than you are.
I would, but I think it probably violates the Jedi Code.
You have no idea what you're giving up. I finally developed the perfect strain of the Rakghoul virus. All the benefits, none of the drawbacks. The subject is transformed physically, but the mental faculties remain untouched. I injected myself just before you entered. It should be taking effect right about now. Witness the future of the galaxy! Behold the pinnacle of evolution before you die!
Lord Mantell, we knew Lorik was dangerous. Didn't realize he was a complete whack job. It's too bad he took his assistants down with him. Seems like they were actually working on a cure.
They tried to stop him. They destroyed his research so nobody else could use it, even though it cost them their lives.
I'll see if we can get something to honor their memories. Maybe official Senate recognition of their sacrifice. The ruling family and the Kaon hegemony wanted to express their thanks as well. They appreciate the Republic's help. Securing an alliance with them was an important strategic victory. Now the Empire can't use their support to rebuild.
Our enemy is weaker than they've ever been. Now's our chance to finish them off.
I wouldn't underestimate them. We've got the upper hand, but they always seem to find a way to claw their way back. If we're lucky, we'll get a few generations of peace before we have to deal with them again. You probably get tired of hearing this, but I'll say it again anyway. The Republic owes you. Thanks.